My name is Rhapsody. Welcome back to Slay the Spire 2. Greed? Is it time for greed? Pardon, had to pause for a quick coughing fit. What do we want to do? Greed, and then there's this left-hand side early shop. 2 elite late question marks. A lot of early question marks on that line as well. 3 of them. Otherwise, there's this right side with 3 upgrades. Also 2 elites, far fewer question marks, no shops. I don't think any of the other lines are better than that. Maybe I just go for a card reward and a random potion. I almost never take Lost Coffer. Yeah. Star Potion and... You know what? Give me that Celestial Might as my first pick. Because I've very seldom done that. I always want to see how a Celestial Might roll early will do. Especially because it upgrades for 6 additional damage. How can you not like something that upgrades for 6 additional damage? It's so much! Come on, let's find a early copy of Patter as well. Maybe even a monologue. Prophesize, Royal Gamble, and Gamma Blast. I think I should just take Gamma Blast as additional weaken and vulnerability setup. Pretty good card. Perfect. 1 and 2 and 3. Glow, Astral Pulse, and Wrought in War. I'm a little tempted to take the Astral Pulse because of AoE, but I'll take Glow first because then I'll be able to pay for the Astral Pulse that I take later, maybe. Double Defend. I was really hoping to see Lethal this turn, but I do not think that'll do it. Yeah. God damn. Double block on the bottom of the deck. That certainly would have helped us defend. Touch of Insanity versus Kingly Kick, Spoils the Battle, Wrought in War. Am I open to a Kingly Kick here? I think not. I think that dilutes our deck a lot. Touch of Insanity I'll happily take because it's way more valuable than Star Potion. Orbit, Conqueror, and Cloak of Stars. That one, give me a Cloak of Stars. Let me start looping in some additional defense and taking advantage of any additional draw that I start getting. Big Bang. I mean, Equilibrium's also really good, but, Big Bang. There's also Pale Blue Dot card removal, and I got additional card draw in the deck. There's also Big Bang. What if I get Clone? What if I finally have my Clone Big Bang run? Let me have it. Let me just turn my brain off and do the card stuff. Come on. I'm going to get the Gamma Blast to be 0-costed here for the entire fight. Take out the backline entirely. 7 on the front is going to be really difficult next turn, but we'll see if we get it. Yeah, it's going to take Triple Strike to do, but it's still worth it. Cloak of Stars for the full defense. Beautiful. That's it, right? Yeah, soft blade kills. GG. Gorget, Monarch's Gaze, Rolled in War, Glitter Stream. Monarch's Gaze is really good. With glitter, oh, but I should take Glitter Stream. But I really want that Monarch's Gaze. And I already turned down the first grade. I'm not taking that. Orichalcum, if you enter a turn without block, gain 6 block. Very good, especially alongside Gorget. We can not block on the first turn and still get 10 at the end of it. I think this should be second Glow Reflect. I think we now have a plan for how we keep as many stars as we need, and Reflect is, God, such a good defend. Oh! Nine block from nowhere. Celestial Might fully defends. Come on, 20 damage this turn. We are short of 20 damage this turn, but I will force it using the Von pot. Beetlejuice. Enemies' attacks are 30% less damage for the 4 turns. After it, Alignment, Glow, Guiding Star. Thankfully, I did take enough additional star earlier that I could probably justify that alignment. I also really like Guiding Star, though. Some additional draw. I'll take Alignment, though. I'd love to have a Begorn so that I could actually get rid of some of these beckons in hand. Haven't seen any of that yet. Okay. Reflect, Monarch's Gaze, and just watch that one. Beauty. Crush Under, Photon Cut, Spoils of Battle. I'll happily take one Crush Under as a source of AoE. Anticipation for the next floor, and I think I'll be strong enough to get through this fight without needing any additional help. Let's get another Glow level up, though. Reasonable damage first turn. I just got to keep my pedal on the metal for damage in this fight. Yeah. Otherwise, they'll just bloat our deck with too many beckons, and we could end up losing. Tough. One of my best damage cards, but unfortunately the enemy was not damageable that turn. So we got a Gamma Blast on you. Still got to glow into it and play that back in 12. Vulnerability for the next turn. 22. Sadly, enemy's no longer vulnerable, but we do have the ability to make you vulnerable again. Beautiful. Enemy's going to be buffed for defense next turn. That sucks. I almost don't want to glow. So I worry I'll draw into too many beckons next turn to be able to comfortably save myself. 11 incoming damage. Double beckon. I can weaken you in anticipation of next turn, because that'll also continue your vulnerability for that turn. Strike you again. Special Might's 27 there. Drop a Beacon to save the HP. Come on. We can get through this, but it just requires not drawing a dead hand. I think we're dead. No, we're not. Thank you, Beetlejuice. 3 damage. Oh my god. That's what happens when you haven't got a single beacon from the first floor. Did I see one the entire time? I was pretty sure I was keeping an eye out for him. I couldn't have afforded guards in that store, by the way. Yeah, okay, I didn't see one. Decisions. We could make it so, or we could be invincible. I mean, I like the idea of decisions here, both because I actually could pay for it, and because an imbued version of that would be sick as hell. I see. Exhaust a specific card in hand and gain 1 strength. Now that sounds really good for us here. We could also just upgrade 4 cards. Toy box? Yeah, I think it's scaling. I think it's scaling, and I think it helps us take care of our direction. We just multi-attacks. That's our direction. To be fair, I already had a couple of hints that's the direction we should be going. Orbit. Already upgraded. It's just worth having for additional energy. Skim over to the question marks. Immediately finding a shop. Yeah, I think this one's just basic removal. That Stardust is interesting, but I don't think I'm going to be star positive enough to use Stardust like that for a while. I could see myself getting a Stardust this run. Definitely interested in Exterminate over Squash. We've got enough sources of vulnerability, and we do not have enough sources of multi-hit. Destroy that defend. The Orbit's supposed to be played first. Because it cares about the energy I spend afterwards. Destroy the defend, Orbit, Big Bang, Monarch's Gaze. Swift the draw. Nice. Drop a Reflects, Glow, and Falling Star. That was all wrong. I'm not gonna fix that because I just shouldn't have done those things, but I didn't want to weaken the enemy there because I caused them to take less damage to the reflection. I could have cast Decisions, which would have had Reflection activated for the next couple of turns as well. There's just a lot of different things I could have done differently there. At least we got him down. Kingly Punch, Crescent Spear, and Prophesize. I think I can afford a Prophesize in this deck as well. Yeah, I think we'll have turns like this that could kind of justify it. Hit another glow. Let our relics do the defending for us. This one's the danger turn, because I'm still frail. Yoma's trying to do 21 damage to us. I kind of want to get rid of the Sovereign Blade here. That'll just defend me for 6, which is the same I'll get from Auric Alchemy if I don't use it in the first place. Okay. Definitely Celestial Might. Sorry, definitely Reflect. That'll do it. I don't think I'm supposed to take a second Reflect. I think I'm supposed to cut cards continually. I can save the HP on that as well. 20. We've got Exterminate. That will kill the front line this turn. Double Defend and Exterminate. Oh, I could have done the Orbit first because I was also draining the enemy's strength there. Damn. Didn't think about that. I could have had Orbit in play. Perfect. Dexpot Begone. Is it too late for a single Begone? I think a single Gatherlight fits nicely in this deck still. Let's get the additional hit on Celestial Might, because we're also a little damage light. The Aubergine for some additional gold after every fight as well. Get 5 additional block on Deflect as well. Ooh, Toxic Egg. Whenever you add a skill card to your deck, upgrade it. Hell yeah. Entomancer, and we've got Reflect and Monarch's Gaze on turn 1. That's wild. Yeah, I mean, I'm actually not going to steal your strength here because I want you to hit yourself for the full value. This turn, I can start stealing strength. Okay. Gamma Blast, Celestial Might, and I'll just crush under there. Full defense, still. Thank you, Relics. Subblade for 27 right now individually. I think I'm supposed to save that for the possibility of taking a strength off of you next turn. Oof. Yep. Yeah, that hurts. Ooh, oh, that hurts. I think I'll just cycle into a full new deck, please. Thank you. Now, if you could just take care of yourself on my behalf. Bag of Marbles. At the start of each combat, apply 1 vulnerable to all enemies. Cloak of Stars would come into the deck pre-upgraded now. Don't think I'd take it. Pale Blue Dots. I really do need some additional consistent draw as well. Can I afford Pale Blue Dot? Only time will now tell. Pale Blue Dot. Decisions to venerate. There we go. So I will be drawing an additional card next turn, which is always nice. I think that'll help me balance out the fact that I'm also exhausting a card at the top of each turn. Not going to be killing the enemy in this turn. Well, that's as well as I can defend. Furnace Collision costs Crescent Spear. No need for those either. I'm definitely going to be resting before the boss. Big Bang. Glow. It's going to be difficult to utilize Prophesize right now unless it specifically hits a decisions. And even then. Okay. No reason to play Venerate over Glow here. Don't think the fight's going to be long enough that I get value out of Orbit, because if it does get long enough for that, I've already lost. Nice. Exterminate. I'll play Flexbot. Exterminate is now 28 to all enemies, so how can I set up for that appropriately? It's annoying. I should have played the Orbit at the top, as it turns out. Anyway, Sovereign Blade finishes him. Chandelier. Start your third turn. Gain 3 energy. Another Gather Light upgraded. If it's upgraded... I do feel light on defense still, but... I can't rest here. I absolutely can't rest here. I'm light on defense. What was I thinking? Big Bang, Glow, drop a Gather Light, easy strike as well. Beautiful turn. Accomplishes basically nothing, but beautiful turn. Dropping a deck spot. It's going to be necessary in this fight. 27 incoming this turn. I feel like I should get rid of the Falling Star. I don't feel like I can get rid of any of the rest of this. Let's drop a Pale Blue Dot. Glow. Monarch's Gaze, neat. Well, that'll be Gather Light we play a couple times then. Alright, we got our additional draw secured. Orbit into Reflect and Glow. We can Gamma Blast as well. Get some Bomb out there. Our damage is garbage, but to be clear, it is also scaling, thank you. Still got to be Disintegration, unfortunately. Ow. 12 to the old body. I really want to Prophesize, but I wouldn't even be able to play the good cards after doing so. Thank heck we glue into a multi-hit so I can take some strength off this enemy. I don't think that's going to be enough to keep us comfy. Oh boy. Let's get rid of Venerate now. got our additional card draw next turn. Enemy just took their additional heal. I've basically got to kill you today. Okay, we have alignment here. Gamma Blast. Yo, never mind. You will die today. Knowledge Demon down. The Smith, pre-upgraded. Pretty good target for the old decisions. I think so. Every 4 cards you play, draw 1 card, or there is enchanting an attack with instinct. That attack deals double damage. Its attack damage is doubled. So that's actually not that impactful for us. Add Whistle to our deck, which Whistle got buffed, didn't it? It's now 2 cost. Stuns the enemy still. Yeah. Give me the Whistle. Then, how many upgrades do I care about on this floor? I feel like I actually care about surprisingly few. Pale blue dot. That might be it. Okay, so I'm going to take this line of early shop and question marks rather than additional rests available on the other shop, other lines rather. Okay, Smith and then Sovereign Blade kills the back line. I'll just glow. Whistle at him. Salt. No. Yes, I will take the additional reflect now, actually. Kidding me? Well, we reached all the way down to additional venerate there. Of course, we've gone past both reflects in the first cycle. As long as I get a decent stun here, we're pretty comfortable. Wasn't super keen on taking 12 damage that turn, but it didn't feel like I had a choice in the matter. Begone, radiates, and nope. Especially not with a Eon Glass lacking. Gather Light, Purity, Conqueror. More interested in removal than anything else there. Pantograph is still real good, though. Prevent Big Bang from exhausting? Prevent Whistle from exhausting. Yes. That sounds better to me. Oh boy. Yeah, this fight sucks. destroy alignment there. Yeah, I mean, I don't need the big smith is the thing. I think much more than that I need the big reflect. And the reflect also is available on these following turns. What's in draw? Nope, not the ability to generate that reflect, so probably should just get rid of it. 28. Use Prophesize, because... Nice. I think I need to. Frontline stunned and dead. I'll Radiant Tincture to get Gather Light and then Cloak of Stars out there just for additional defense. I am feeling Starlight enough of the time that I will take Hidden Cage here as well. Then cut back over to get an Anchor. 10 block on turn 1. Nice. Chandelier. 2 energy on turn 2. Can I get a Lantern, please? 1 energy on turn 1. I'll rest here. Better alive than dead, I'm thinking. Ooh, if it's a skill, it'll be upgraded. That's science. Put that in my opening hand. Additional card. Additional energy, sorry. You are not taking cards out of my opening hand. Thank you for upgrading Pale Blue Dot. Okay, Pale Blue Dot, Big Bang, Mad Science, Glow, Reflect. What an opening hand. That's what I'd like to see, baby. 30 damage back to you, and I get the additional draws. A follow-up. Oh my god. Let's drop Monarch's Gaze, then Celestial Might for the full removal of your artifacts. Okay, Hidden Cache, Whistle. Gather Light, Exterminate. Let's have another go at that turn. Alrighty then. Whistle, and then I'll kill you with the blade anyway. Mango, even more max HP. Hell, well, actually, sorry, I'm referring to the max HP I got last run. Celestial Might, Road and War Crush Under. Nope. I wouldn't be able to afford a removal, but I'd be able to afford a potion or two that would be relevant. Hey, there's Patter. I've been waiting for that for a while. I don't think I want it here, though. Gimme Dex, and Glimmer is a lot of draw. I think it's worth me taking a copy of it. I'm going to heal 25 HP going to the first boss fight, so this is a nice opportunity to upgrade a card. Let's get decisions to actually draw into cards. Prophesize. Fills out his hand. Orbit. Gamma Blast that weakness. Yeah, as soon as I've got the Monarch's Gaze out, we'll just take the 2 targets down, one after the other, so I'm not too worried about this. 24 damage there. Ugh. Look at that hand. What are you doing? What are you doing, pal? Look at that hand. Ugh. Ugh. Anyway, I'm just disgusted by all of those showing up like that. Cool. I'll just take 15, do nothing that turn. Love it. Let's see what this Monarch's Gaze wants to do for us. I'm also going to have to glimmer to put the Exterminate back atop the deck. Reflects. I mean, Pale Blue Dot is really important for the positive draw. So that I can actually be playing cards this fight. But if I play Pale Blue Dot, I then won't be able to play Exterminate, which is taking a decent amount of damage off of this enemy this turn. Ugh. Compromises. Pale Blue Dot into Gamma Blast, Celestial Might, and Cloak of Stars for a full defend, while also finally setting up the additional draw that we've needed out since a million years ago. Decisions is left in the deck, but I'd have to get into it using Prophesize, Glow, and then the Decisions. So I wouldn't even really be able to access additional value from it this turn. There you go. One turn off the enemy trying to do damage. Come on. Nope, that's not enough stars. I'm not going to be able to play Decisions this cycle. How dare you? Would have been nice. I have to glow for something better than that. I guess that counts, but still. Really need to be doing a lot more. 24. Okay. This is a much better turn, thank you. A turn that much better befits us. Let's whistle, and then... I need to set up defense for the next turn. As much as I want to make a bigger blade right now, I think my job is to glimmer a reflect back to the top of the deck. Mad Science gives us the additional energy. I'm going to use alignment before Prophesize to draw 5. Nice. Looking for energy gain for star gain cards, and I find a jackpot. Decisions hits the Smith. And now we've got the Saw Blade in hand for 108 damage. How is it only 108 damage? Well, Mad Science, I'll stun the enemy, I'll do 109 damage to you, I guess, and then Exterminate for lethal. So we do manage to get through the Queen fight. Let's get the deck spot down, and then we got a lot of other pots to pot. Void Form, I would love to play that at the end of this turn, so I'll take that, thank you. Arsenal, Genesis, Child of the Stars. I do not create many cards here. I definitely care about how many stars I have. I do need more defense as well, so I wonder if Child of the Stars is more important than Genesis. No, Genesis. It'll save me having to play a lot of star cards. Genesis, Mad Science, Big Boom. Tough. Defend. Yeah, and then void form. Mm-hmm. I'm going to play alignment there just to get the additional 2 energy. Sorry, additional 2 cards next turn. Okay, removal. Let's get Reflect out and then Prophesize. Great 2 cards to get there. This is working so much better. I'm over the moon about this now. Let's get a Smith developed. Glow. And hold. Okay. Whistle and Smith. Oh my god, decisions. Okay, it's time. Damn. Well, I'll just hit glow a bunch of times, I guess. That's fine. Additional card draw and stars, and it's all relevant at least. Test subject goes down easy next turn, actually. Let's use Celestial Might and Glow. Hidden Cache. End that turn. Sadly went straight past the ability to stun the enemy for a turn, which could be nice. The Smith, Exterminate and Crush Under will take some strength away from you. Though, just not enough to prevent you from damaging me too. Sawblade's now up to 142 on damage. So I have enough damage to stop paying. Actually, I'm just going to get rid of Glow. Then Gamma before Celestial. And that'll do it. GG. Woo! Now that's a run. Did we do many of the new things? I mean, I guess the new thing that we did was actually use Toasty Mittens to Toasty Mittens Toasty Potential. It was our damage scaling in there, as well as destroying the worst card in our hand every turn, which was pretty good. Even if we didn't have Eon Glass to, destroy Withers or anything like that. It was destroying Decay consistently. It was destroying all of our worst, defends and strikes and stuff. Hell yeah. I think I might have gone a little overboard on taking cards. I think this easily could have been a 26, 27 card deck. And we wouldn't really feel the difference that much. That said, we were very comfortable defending very consistently, which was the design. Just not, especially in the Queen fight. It became much easier for us to do after we had Pale Blue Dot out, which I think is really worth underscoring. Pale Blue Dot is a very consistent source of draw for this character if you can play 5 cards a turn. And thankfully, by the time we saw one, we definitely could. GG! For the moment, though, my name? It's been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slayers by 2, top left. This is a series playlist for all of my content on the game, past, present, and future. YouTube recommendations are down below, streaming past the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. Out above the thanked it. A special thanks this episode to Moloko. Hopefully you'll be enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you all next time.